Good evening. Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I hear you. Hello, good
Yeah,
evening.
yeah, yeah. Good evening. Maybe you can just quickly introduce yourself. Meanwhile, few more people may join. So yeah, we can start.
Okay, sure. I'm Manisha, and basically I'm from Vellore. So, as I'm a new
Mm-hmm.
mom of 2-month-old child, I like to know more about unschooling and then the school apart from the learning, which may be help for the students and which will help for the children to apply for life. I have interest
Mm-hmm.
regarding this.
Okay.
As a parents, we
Okay.
decided to go for it.
Okay. Okay. So congratulations, first of all, Vinisha, for your baby and for you being a new mom. Welcome to this wonderful journey of parenting.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, Rupa Kalimutu. Would you like to quickly introduce? You can also come on video so that I have a visual connect with you all. At least I know by face. Okay, this is you. And yeah, just a quick introduction, and then we'll start our discussions.
Hi, I'm Rupa.
Good evening.
Yeah, Rupa. Yeah, go ahead.
This is my first time. My
Yeah.
son is 6 year old, so just joining in to know, to be a better parent and to know him more, to learn a lot.
Okay. How old is your child?
6 years old.
6 years old. Okay. Okay. Um, and which city are you from?
I'm from Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay. Vinisha, which city are you from? I forgot to ask you the city.
Velur.
Vellore, you did mention. Sorry. My bad. Okay. Uh, yes. Please go ahead. We have, yeah, Kalimutu and Rashmi. Yeah. Go ahead. Please introduce yourself. And if you can come on video so I get a visual connect, that would be nice.
Good evening.
Yeah. Go ahead. Good evening.
Yeah, this is Kalimuthu. We live in Trivandrum.
Mm-hmm.
So my child is of 13 years old. He is in seventh grade here.
Okay. Okay.
So I came to know this through one of my friends who has put his child here for some time. I want
Mm-hmm.
to know more about how this works and just wanted to know whether we can send our child like in during vacation for 1 month or so that we want to know whether first of all whether he will get accustomed
Sure. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it how Aarohi works and how you can participate in that. Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Rashmi, you want to introduce yourself?
So, yeah. Hi,
Hi.
Hi Ratnesh. I think I connected last week. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted my husband to even attend this orientation session. So,
Sure.
can just help us know what is Arohi, how it will help our kid to grow better and all.
Okay. And how old are your children?
Okay, I have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She is 10 years old, so she's in grade
10 years.
4 now.
Okay. And which city are you in?
We are in Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay, superb. Okay. Uh, So, what I'll do is I will do a small. I'll also introduce myself,
Sure.
and I will do a small presentation which you will be part of. And after that presentation, will at least basically tell you about Aarohi a little bit at least, and about child-based education, and then we can get into the uh, discussion, your questions, and so on. Yeah. Okay. So my name is Ratnesh, and um I and my wife Aditi. We started, working with children way back 1999, almost 26 years back. And the interesting thing was we didn't know anything about children or learning. Yeah, much like how we become parents and we don't know anything about parenting. So in the same way, we didn't know anything about children and education. We did not do any courses. We thought we will work with children and learn from children. Because if we are going to, if we want to be effective with children, then we need to learn from them. What is it that they want? How is it that they like to work? And this so in few years, in the first few years, 2 3 4 years, we worked with a very wide range of children, right from toddlers to teenagers. um, and what we learned from them, there are lots of things. Actually, there are thousands of things that we have learned from them. So they've been amazing in teaching us. But two things stood out very, very prominently. The first thing that stood out was, uh, let me put it this way: they like to do what they like to do. Yeah, I'll repeat that because it sounds like a funny statement. As children like to do what they like to do. Yeah, I think it holds true for us also. We also like to do what we like to do. So essentially, they are driven from inside. Yeah, somebody would like to jump, and somebody would like to, draw, and somebody would like to, play a game, and somebody would like to do this. So each child is very different, and as I said, they like to do what they like to do, and that was the most important learning that we had. Rather than, so we initially we had thought that we will, design activities, take them different things, but soon we realized that was not required, because they wanted to do what they wanted to do, and if you allow them to do what they wanted to do, they could do amazing things. They could do lots and lots and lots and lots of things. So that's the first thing that we learned from them, about them. The second thing we learned from them was that they have all the resources that they need already inside them. It's like they are designed like that. We are all human beings designed like that. By resources, I don't mean physical resources. Obviously, if I need paper, I will have to go to a stationery shop and buy it. I'm not talking about physical resources. In any case, physical resources are the least important thing. Uh, All the other so called mental, emotional, social, life resources, all of them were there inside them. And just to give you an example, a very simple example, which I think Vinisha will discover very soon because her child is very young, is that they all, and including we all, learned mother tongue completely on our own. Yeah, nobody taught us our mother tongue. Yeah, we just when we were children, and our children also, that we didn't teach them any mother tongue. We just spoke whatever we felt like speaking day in and day out. And over a couple of years, they knew what is the language, they knew the grammar of the language, they could make these sentences, they picked up the vocabulary. And if people spoke two different languages, they were able to not just speak two languages, but also speak the correct language with the correct person. So if a child can learn a complete language, or maybe more than one language, right, there is no doubt that the child has all the resources to learn, to grow, to find out ways, manage everything within themselves, right? So these were the two main learnings, that they like to do things from their interest. And the second important thing was they have all the resources, they are fully equipped. Now it's up to us to give them that space for them to explore themselves. Yeah. So that's a little about my experience, initial experience. And and then obviously we started Aarohi in 2008, and now we are in a campus near Bangalore, but it falls under Tamil Nadu. It comes near Hosur. Um, a little about my children. So I have two children. My daughter is 27. My son is 21. Both of them have not gone to any school. school. They have not given any 10th or 12th. They've not gone to any college. They don't have any degrees. They're completely illiterate as far as the world is concerned. But obviously, they are not illiterate in any sense. Yeah, they have learned what they wanted to learn by doing things that they wanted to do, and they are now both professionals in their own respective field. And like them, there have been so many children who have been part of Arohi, who have who have grown because they have grown by doing things that they like doing. Yeah, so that's little bit about you can say about how we started, and we kind of understood. So when we understood these two things about the children, we the thought that came to us that, hey, if these two things are so important for children, their interest and their capabilities both are from inside, then the obvious thought was, hey, why don't we have a space where the children can actually do this? The children can actually, learn and do things from inside out, not from outside people telling them or teaching them, but from inside out. So that is what inspired us to start Arohi. And as I said, it started in 2008. Now it's almost, what, 17 years old, 17, 18 years old. And yeah, so many children and families have been part of it. Yeah. Let me quickly, before I, get more into talking about Arohi, I want to little more know what is it that you would like to know from this little session, because each group is different. So I just want to know, what is it that you are looking for, um, so that today's this little um, meetup or orientation, whatever you want to call it, that we have all gathered here, I can give you what you are looking for. Yeah. So I would like to
Right.
hear from you. What are your questions? What are you looking for? I'll put it down on a slide. Just give me a moment. I will share the a small slide. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I hope you can see the slide. Right. Yeah. Please go ahead. Please tell me, what is it that what questions you have, what concerns you have, what are you looking for with respect to your child, so that we can have our discussion, and I can weave my presentation around what you want.
Okay, so Ratnesh Avinash here. Hi, hello once again. So, father of
Yeah. Hi.
Naviksha, I have few queries here. So, the
Yeah.
school is in Tamil Nadu. Basically, so it will be like my daughter is going to move from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu state syllabus or something now. She need to learn Tamil subject is my first question. And second
Okay.
one
Okay.
be
Wait. Then we are not a school. We are not a school. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But I will answer your question. So, because you are asking about, don't worry about the state, because we don't follow anything that the school does. Right. As I told you
okay,
here, children learn what they want to learn. They do what they want to do. So there is no curriculum. There is no syllabus. There is no board. There is no school only. So it's not a school. We are not a school. I'll tell more. But
okay,
okay. So that thing, whether we are in Tamil Nadu or Karnataka, or we are in Kathmandu, or we are in Ladakh, doesn't matter. Where we are
okay,
doesn't matter, because we are not looking at what the world is asking for. We are looking at what the child is asking for.
okay. And second thing is, what if my daughter doesn't like after going there? Was never exposed to any this kind of hostel living parents and all. So what if she doesn't like after 1 month or something? She don't want to stay and she want to come back here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not just 1 month. It could be after 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, few years. One. Okay.
Yeah, that's one question. And second question would be, okay, now as you mentioned, like it's not a school and we won't get any kind of certificate or board exam. She will not be giving or whatsoever. So I
Okay.
work for a corporate MNC,
No,
Cisco.
no, wait.
So
I didn't say all of that. I didn't say all of that. Okay. So maybe you wait. Hang on. I thought most of the people go a little through the website and they're a little familiar with. But if you're not familiar with, that's okay. Absolutely not a problem. Please wait for my little sharing. I think first you need to understand what we do, how we do, and then then we can have your questions. Not a problem. Yeah, because because it's different. It's not a school, as I said. It's completely different. So just wait for 10-15 minutes. I will share my little bit of presentation, and that could help you. Is that okay? Is that okay? I'm saying I'm kind of pausing you because I'm seeing that
sorry,
you are not don't are not familiar, which is fine. At some point of time, everybody is not familiar, and then we start getting familiar. Yeah. So just
sorry,
wait. But
Ratnesh,
I'm
I just
inviting.
got a call.
Sure.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah, but I want to invite others to ask what is it that they are looking for. Um, what is it that yeah, Rupa, uh, Kalimuthu, what are you looking for? What are your questions or concerns, or what are your needs? You can even have just a need. You may not have any concern. You don't know anything, but you have a need. That's why you are here. So even Rashmi and sorry, Avinash, right?
Avinash. Yeah,
Uh,
Avinash.
yeah, you need not don't start with your questions about Arohi. That's not what is important. What is first important is what do you need? Why are you here? What are your needs? What brings you here? Because if the child is in school and you are all happy, you wouldn't be attending this. So I'm sure you have a need. So let's start with not
Yeah.
about Arohi, but more about what you need.
Okay. Actually, Ratnesh, like last time when I said what my daughter wants, I have that clarity, but I'm not really happy with mainstream school, what is happening. So I want
Hmm.
to give her a different outlook of school. I want to give her a different thing. So I insisted him, you attend this and know what is out of the
Sure,
school. So
sure,
he's
sure.
not aware about what is Arohi, and also that questions arise. And I want
Yes.
you to like make him understand what all
No,
the things.
no, okay. No, fair enough, fair enough. But I would still ask him what could be his need, irrespective of the child going to school, not going to school. Are there some needs, some concerns?
No, for
No, no,
him it's like, okay, my daughter
no,
will
wait,
do.
let him speak. You can speak your needs, he can speak his need. And I'm inviting others also. Kalimuthu, Anthony has joined, Rupa, Nisha. Okay. Yeah.
Please share.
We also have Yuva Rani. So please go ahead. You can, the people who have just joined can also introduce who have not introduced, and also share what are you looking for. And Avinash, you can share what is it about your child that you would like to see, or whatever are your needs, or if you have any concern. If you don't have any concern, that's also wonderful.
Yeah.
See, this is Kalimuthu. So I
Yeah,
would like
Kalimatu.
see. Of course, the child goes to school. He studies whatever given in school. What
Hmm.
I feel, like apart from the subjects, uh, when it comes to life skill, I feel that he doesn't have that kind of learning, or he's not on his own. So I would like to expose him to the more of life skills.
Hmm.
Like, so that he understands what act the reality of around us. So,
Okay, sure,
uh,
sure.
otherwise, what I feel is here we kind of pampering, or we provide everything which doesn't expose the child more to the actual the environment. That's what I
Hmm.
feel.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, hi.
Okay. Yeah, Rupa.
uh, I feel that we are he'll be so conditioned to going to school, learning what is in the school, but
Hmm.
going ahead, he's still small. But I feel when he grows big, what is it that he needs to with all the textbook knowledge and all, so he needs to learn how the world is and how he has to be in this world. So for that, going to school, I feel somewhere we're missing the life skills. Yeah,
Hmm.
similar to what Kalimuthu said.
Okay, okay.
And another thing, what I feel, he is now 13 years old.
Hmm.
But still. In fact, we don't know what are his strength and weakness, and what is his interest, because child says many things, but we really don't know where his strength lies and what he likes to pursue. So where, which would be the best way of uh, orienting, molding him.
Okay.
Also, to his questions like why should I go? Why should I learn this? It's somewhere like, what is the answer that I have to give him? That's one thing.
Okay.
Why should I learn
Do you have an answer?
this?
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Others, yeah.
Sir, I have some doubts. It is a right time to join this orientation class and parenting class like this, or we shall wait for some more years until he grows.
Okay, what is the right time? Sure, I will put that down. What is the right time? Yeah.
And then it is the right choice to choose education, or we have to choose something which is include in their lifestyle. So I have to focus on his education, or I just want to make sure that he ensure that our life will be better than going to
Mm-hmm.
school.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then as a parent, our emotion will be changed, no? So
Mm-hmm.
by not sending our children to the school means some of the members will need to question ourselves, and then
Yeah.
how do we answer, and then how do we manage our emotional stress, and then how can we tackle this,
Okay.
and then I just want to make my mindset clear regarding the unschooling things. So, in the
Mm-hmm.
unschooling, I know what is the benefit and what are the lacks they have, and then risk in unschooling.
Okay. Um, okay. Others? Any other question?
Is everything through discipline that it is to be taught to a child? Or
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anthony, would you also like to just introduce yourself, and if you have any, if you want to share what you're looking for? Y-
My daughter is studying in 8th standard, sir. I am
Mm-hmm.
at present in Bangalore.
Okay.
Basically, I am from Kanyakumari, Nagarkoil.
Sure.
By work, I am here.
Mm-hmm.
So, at school, my daughter is not the system. What do you say? The world wants that study because my wife is not agreeing what I say. That's why there is a they are going for a regular school,
Mm-hmm.
but not interested of learning and doing their homework and the regular this one. But I feel she is very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
See, they want to reproduce what the school says, right?
Right.
Then repeat, and but she is not willing to do that one. So
Sure.
last 2 3 years I am searching. So searching means we have gone to some places also,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but we are not in the position to spend more amount money in this. But recently I came through know through a video
Mm-hmm.
that the ROE, I know somebody already learned something. Then they put in their video there is a possibility when they came to know about this system. They said it is good to every parent to attend this program. That's why
Okay.
I am
Okay.
interested to know that what it is.
Sure. 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 Okay. Uh,
So you're doing something good, I feel. That's it.
we'll see that. Okay, we also have Kushal who has joined. Kushal, hi. If you want to quickly introduce, and also if you have any questions or tell us what you are looking for, what are your needs, if you want to share any of those. Kushal, you are there? Okay. Okay, what I'll do is let me quickly run through a little about how we work and why we work like that and so on and so forth, and what are we Aarohi, a little about Aarohi so that everybody understands. So there are two things I will be talking about. I'll be talking about child-based education, okay, and obviously then I will also be talking about Aarohi as being part of or offering this child-based education. So I want to first spend little time in understanding what is this child-based education. Yeah, but before we go into child-based education, just a little quick introduction. So we are not a school, first of all. We are a community. And as I was sharing earlier, that we have been around for about 17 years, and so many families have been part of journey from all parts of the country. So what we bring to you, all of you, is this whole collective, journeys, because each child's journey is been different. It is not the same. Right? This is not a factory where everything comes out same. Same input, same output. No, no, no. This is like each one's journey is based on that particular child. So each family's journey is different, and that is the collective, you can say, wisdom or learning that we hold. Yeah, so that's one thought I wanted you to keep in mind, that we are not a school, we are a community of families who want this kind of education. Now, what is before I go, what is education? I want to little talk about 2 minutes, if you allow me, about how we see education. Right now, the way we look at child based education, why do we call it child based education, is because it is not the child does not, here in child based education, does not learn from curriculum. The child is the curriculum. Yeah, which means that the child decides, what do I want to do, and what do I want to learn, and what do I want to explore, at all ages. Yeah. It is not about a particular age. We have children up to 21 years, right? So now let's see how this learning happens. Yeah. Now if you look at, if you try and understand how any learning happens, or how anyone lives their life, even if we keep learning aside, if we say live our lives, we see there are four components to it. Okay, the first one is we decide. Okay, or a child can decide, or an adult, as an adult, I decide, what do I want to do. Yeah, anything. It could be anything. I could be deciding to do a crochet. I could be deciding to play football. I could be deciding to write poetry. I could be deciding to paint. I could be deciding to go on a trek. So that's the deciding part. After I've decided, I also need to design. How will I go to a trek? Where will I go? Where will I get crochet needles? How will I get crochet thread? How will I get painting? Where will I? What kind of paints will I use? What kind of painting do I want to make? So that's the designing part. So then the child starts thinking, what is it that I need, and how will I do it, and where will I do it, and with whom will I do it, and how much I want to do. Yeah. After having decided at least some parts of this, we do. Yeah, and I'm saying this is true even for us as adults. So we also, if we want to decide something, then we will think how, and then we will decide, we will actually go ahead and do. And after doing, we will all reflect back. How was it? Was it enjoyable? Was it difficult, easy? Which part worked? Which part did not work? And so on. So that's a lot of reflection. And then the cycle continues. Then we again decide what we want to do next. So this keeps going on and on and on. And if you look at it, whether the child is 2 months, Vinisha, or whether you are 32 or whether you are 82, this cycle goes on. Yeah. At all ages, we are deciding, designing, doing, and reflecting. So to us, that is how education works. And also that is how life works, which is why we say life and education should be the same thing. Yeah. So at Arohi also, this is how education works. Every child decides, then the child designs, then the child does, then the child reflects, and then the cycle goes on and on and on. Yeah. Now, when we say learning, there are two kinds. And interestingly, many of you mentioned about life skills also. So there are two kinds. One kind is what we call as learning, the other kind we call as development. What is learning? Learning is learning something new, which I didn't know. Right? Let's say I don't know how to do crochet, and I see somebody doing it, and I go to the person and say, "Can you show me how to do a crochet or an embroidery or how to play cricket or anything?" Right? So that is a learning. A learning is something which is new to me, and I go and do it, and that's how I learn it. Yeah. um, Development is something that I already have. Like a simple example would be, let's say, my muscles. I already have muscles, but I can develop those muscles by using them. In the same way, I have lot of skills which you all are calling as life skills. All those life skills are already there in the child: responsibility, independence, confidence, let's say talking to people, making friends, so on and so forth. Even reading, writing, which I call more as life skills, communicating, all these skills are already there in the child, and the child needs to develop them, as in grow them, so that the child is able to use those skills better and better. Yeah. And and how does this learning and development happens? This learning and development happens when we are all together. So the whole idea is of interdependence. When a group is together, if you are with some people, you will automatically learn from them and they will learn from you. So the whole idea is, when we are all together, even a small group together, we are all the time learning from each other. So that is in terms of a space, in terms of a system. What do we need? We just need more people around us. And there we go. We can start learning and doing. And yeah. So this is basically child based education. I purposefully not written the word here, because when we say child based education, actually as adults we are all doing it this way only. If you are doing a professional job, how did you learn your job? I think you learned your job by deciding that you want to do something, then you do it, then you failed in it, then you again did it, and then so on, this cycle. And you also learn from each other, whoever was with you, your colleagues, your boss, your whoever you worked with. So even at the work, we learn exactly the same way. Yeah, which is why the child based education is also as much important, as much we do as adults as the children do it. Yeah. So what exactly, why, somebody asked, Vinisha asked, what is the benefit? Well, the benefit is very simple. The benefit is that we are able to work with the child's, because the child is unique, each child is unique. We're able to work with that child's strengths, that child's capabilities, that child's passions, interests, and talents. We are not working by what the world wants. We are working by what the child wants. So the child is at the center of the whole thing. And what we need to do, or what Arohi does, we just work closely with each child to develop and discover them, not put them into some other curriculum. So that's the way we work. A little more on how we do that. The first thing that we do is we create a personalized learning plan, which means we respond to that child needs. Even when your child is 2 months, Vinisha, you will be responding to what the child needs. When the child cries, you give the child milk. When the child needs a change of diaper, you will need to change the diaper. So you are not going by what you need, you are going by what the child needs. Exactly. So whether the child is 2 months or 21 years old, the child is still going by what the child needs. So we create a plan, a learning plan. So whether the child is 13 years, 10 years, 8 years, we design a plan which is as per what the child wants. And it is a dynamic plan, because children's needs keeps changing, because they are children. This is their age to explore different things. The second thing that we do here in Arohi in child based education is we bring in a lot of different explorations, hands on projects, resources, resource people, which will match to what that child is looking for. If a child is looking for, let's say the child likes painting, we can say, okay, would you want to paint this wall because we want this wall to look beautiful? So the child is excited with that big project of painting a wall. Even if it does not come out nice, so what? That's not important. The idea is that I've taken up this project of painting a wall, and I may do it with others. So again, that helps me learn not just by doing it, but also doing with others. Yeah. So that was just a very simple example. The third thing that we do is we go a lot out into the real world. Right from day one, the child is out into the world, experiencing it, learning it from the world, mixing with the world, the people, the places. So the child is not inside a classroom. The whole world becomes the classroom. If I want to bake today, I can go to the bakery down the road and learn how they do the bakery. Maybe work with them for a week or 10 days, help them in their bakery to learn how they bake. If I want to know how vegetables come, I can go out and sit with a vegetable seller and do it. Obviously, this is at a smaller level. As they grow older, they even take serious internships and work with that. So that's the third thing we do, a lot of real world experiences. And the fourth thing is that somebody has said the life skills. We focus a lot on developing these abilities inside us. So we're talking about emotions, my leadership skills of leading myself, my social life, and so on. So there's a lot of work on self, something which at least I missed in my school education. They all taught me subjects, but they never taught me about me. While I was the most important person or the most important subject for myself. So this is something we totally missed in my school, right? The last thing is we also have an option of passion to profession. What does that mean? That is for teenagers. As they are growing older, they can choose a field and they can see if they want to take their passion, their interest into a profession. Now you would say, but what if they want to give an exam? What if they want to go to a college? That is also option is available. And the option is also available where they can actually go to their professional fields without a degree. As I was giving my own children's example, both my children are professionals, but they don't have a degree. So both the options are available. You can give exams, you can go back to school, you can go back to college. There is no restriction. Yeah, a child can choose whatever options are available in this world. If the child needs to give an exam, the child will go ahead and prepare and give the examination. So like you see on this slide, you see Radhika, who after many years of doing child based education said, I want to go to a college. So she gave 10th and 12th and went to a college. While on the right hand side, you see Skanda with his mother, and he decided he does not want to give any examination, does not want to go to school or college, and he directly learned by doing things, and now he's a professional in his field. So that is how you can go back to school, go back to college whenever you want. That system is available to us. It is not that we are saying that is not available, but that is decided by the child, that okay, I need to do this or I want to do this, any of those. Yeah. So what is it that Aarohi offers? So this is broadly about child based education. Very quickly, what does Aarohi offer? Aarohi offers two kind of campuses. The first one is the campus which is near Bangalore. It's about 60 kilometers from Bangalore in a village, but it falls under Tamil Nadu. But as I said, it doesn't matter. The state doesn't matter. Children come from all over the country here, and children stay here. This is typically for 8 or 9 and above children, as in 8 or 9 to 21 years. They stay here. If you have a younger child, let's say you have a Rupa as a 6-year-old, then you can also choose an option of a parent child where you come here with the child. Parent and child come here together, let's say once 1 week in a month, and rest of the days you work at home. 1 week every month you come here. So those are the options where your child or you are part of the Arohi campus. The other option that we have is where we have an online community. So we call it the online campus. This is not for children. The online community is for parents only. And we guide you, we mentor you, we support you in your journey with your child. So many of you were talking about, hey, how do I do this? I have these problems or these concerns, or I want to value add to my child's journey. So you join this community. Yeah. In this community, apart from everything else, there's a very interesting program that we do. We do a program called Jagriti. which is something which I would suggest for, let's say, Vinisha and Rupa. Definitely, you both to attend this program to understand how you can really value add. Somebody else also said about life skills. If you just want to develop life skills, great. Join the Jagriti program. It's a small program, 11 sessions. Okay, but 11 session will change the way you completely look at the child. And then you can, whether the child goes to school or not does not matter. Yeah, so this is a program that you can look for. It's an online program for you as parents that will help you look into things like um, life skills and actually development of the child at home. If you want an ongoing community, then we have an ongoing community online for parents from your home. So these are few things that we offer. I'm also mentioning this incidentally. This Monday, we have a meetup at our campus. So on 26th January, if you are free and if you live close by, you're most welcome to come and spend a day from 10 to 4 at our campus. There will be other families coming. So there's this meetup. I will also send you more details about this meetup. So, yeah, please come and you can be part of the campus, at least for a day, just to know how it is and just to discuss more. Yeah. So let me pause here. I think I've spoken enough. Uh, yeah, and and we can uh, talk about more your questions after you hear me. Specifically, wait just 1 minute. I want to answer one or two questions. So, yeah, the life skills part. Some one of two of you had asked for. So, what about like how do I develop life skills? As I said, one is the Jagriti program, and two is if the child is anyway part of child-based education, then life skills become automatically they are being used on a daily basis. That's how the child develops it. Yeah, because they are using their skills on a daily basis. So that's how we schools focus on subjects, but we are not focusing on subjects. We are focusing on the child as a whole human being. Yeah. Somebody asked, okay, I think Vinisha asked benefits versus risk. I don't know, Vinisha. I don't know the benefits or the risk. I can only say you one is based on the child, the other is based on the curriculum. It to me, when you are based on the child, actually there are lots of risk and there are lots of benefits, but they are both part of the journey because that's life. In any life, wherever you live, whatever you do, even as an adult, there are always risks. There is always a benefit. There's always something you are growing. So to me, it is not versus. You should say what the benefits and risk of living are the same as the benefit and risk of child-based education. Because any problem that comes up is an opportunity for the child to develop. It is not you can say it is not that I need to I should not have risk. I would say let's make the life risky. Let's have adventure. Let's go out and solve problems. Let's become stronger by dealing with challenges. So that is how we work in child based education. So it is never benefits versus risk, it's always benefits and risk. We seek both. We seek any benefit as well as any challenge, any risk, anything going wrong. Yeah, that's the whole idea. Yeah, what were some of the other questions? What are his strengths and weakness? Well, for these kind of questions, I would say the Jagriti program is the best way to understand how do you explore the child's strengths and weakness. In fact, the Jagriti program that I'm talking about started yesterday, the 66th batch of this program. If you still want to be part of that, you can still join the batch. It's totally 11 sessions, 2 sessions in a week. So you can still join. It just started one session you have missed, you can get the recording and you can still join. Yeah. Vinisha was asking, what is the right time, right choice? Okay. There are no right times and no right choices. Whatever you start, whenever you start, there is a start. That's it. There's no right to it. Yeah, maybe later you discovered this is something I did wrong, this is something that I did right. That's life. 50% of the decision we take are good, 50% are not good. That does not mean that we have to be right every time. And that's my way of looking at it. Yeah. So that's kind of a very vague answer, but we can discuss more. Yeah, let me stop the share. Yeah. Right, Rashmi Singh, not audible. Okay. Are you not able to hear me? Okay, now let's go get into discussions. More people can come on video. We can feel as if we are sitting in a room. Now you can ask me lots and lots of questions. If you have questions or any other thought, yeah. And I hope, Avinash, that you got little idea about child-based education. I say little idea because it's a long journey. Just like you can't get all the ideas of your life in one year or few years. You have to live your whole life to get the idea of what is life. In the same way, yeah. Go ahead. Who wants to ask something or say something?
Hi.
I have a
Like,
doubt. That Aarohi off campus is suitable for me in now present time, or else which
Vinisha,
age
I
of
would. Okay, in your case, since your child is 2 months,
yeah.
okay. Uh, uh, you realize, do you realize that in children, when they are from, let's say, till they go, till you send them to school, let's say you send them to, people send them to school, let's say at 3 years age or 4 years
Yeah,
age.
sure.
What do they do between 0 to 3? Tell me.
They are just enjoying their life.
They are not enjoying their life. No, 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 no. They are educating themselves. They are learning mother tongue. They're learning how to walk, how to talk, how to eat, how to jump, how to slide, how to manipulate mama to give me ice cream. Everything they are learning, right? So they are doing education from 0 to 3 also without going to school. So you wanted to know unschooling? I'm saying you are already doing it. Aren't you already
Yeah.
doing it? And if you want to learn unschooling, learn from your child. Your child will teach you what is unschooling, or rather, your child will teach you what is education. If you can carefully observe your child will tell you everything you need to know about the child. You have the best book on child development in your home, that is your child. You don't need to read any other book if you were to carefully read the book called your child. The problem is we don't read the book. We have our own ideas, our own thoughts, our own expectations, our own anxieties, our own fears, which the society has given, and we start putting that on the child. Hey, when will he talk? Hey, when will he walk? Hey, when will he read? Hey, when will he paint? And when what will he do in life? Ah, leave all of that and study the child, and the child will answer all your questions. Yeah.
Okay.
If you really want, I would say start with the Jagrati program.
Yeah.
That's the program which will constantly only tell you what this one thing in many different ways, how to how to read the book called My Child. Because we don't read that book. We are so busy reading our own mind's book. So that's my thought. So don't think about online community at your age. 2 months is too young for you to think about the community. For you want to think about the education, because the child has everything he needs to grow. Your child does not need anything. You have to learn from him, not he has to learn from you. If you change who is the guru, he is the guru. Who is the disciple? Who's the student? You are the student. Then it will work. If we think we have to teach our children, then we won't learn anything. Then we will only be teaching them what we think is important. Okay, I don't know if I've answered your question, but that's my view. Yeah, Rupa, you wanted to ask something.
yeah, like how you were mentioning, that it is about us, about me, what I like, what I want to do. So we have been brought up like, go to school, study this, done. Now a child. So for me, I always wanted to get into art and painting, whatever that had my interest. But somewhere I feel I still don't know what I like. But I don't want that to happen to my son. For I want him to know what he likes, not
Sure.
like put him to school and do this, do that. Know his interest. I'm more interested to know like what he likes and to develop that skill, because I was never not given opportunity, but that was how we are conditioned. We were put like that, like, you have to go to school,
Sure, sure.
this is how you have to do. So now, maybe through all these programs, I'm getting to know more about myself also, in the same way that will help my child to know himself more, and that ways I think that
Absolutely. That is why for you also, I'm strongly recommending the Jagrati program.
yeah.
That will get you completely in tune with the child to understand the child. and not just understand the way normally we think of understanding, but understanding from many different ways. Understanding through feelings, understanding through his actions, understanding through his thinking, understanding through his interest. When
Exactly.
we understand the child, and then we are, as I said, working from inside out, from inside the child, the energy is coming, not from the world. Then yes, you can auto, whether the child goes to school or not, that's a different thing. Jagriti is not about Jagriti will not tell you whether the child should go to school or not. That's your choice. Jagriti is first about understanding the child himself. So that is why for you and Vinisha especially, I would recommend the Jagriti program, because your child is too young. Unless you want to choose, you visit the campus whenever you can. You are in Bangalore, you can come comfortably. Come whenever you want experience. We have an option for any family. So I think Rashmi's and Avinash was also asking, what if my child does not like this Aarohi kind of education? That's why we have an, and this is relevant for Kalimuthu also. Come for 1 week, stay with us for 1 week, experience what is it to be like in a space like Aarohi. Then you can decide. Then the child himself or herself can decide, I want to be here or not. Yeah. So for all of you, that option is available, especially for um, Rashmi, for Kalimuthu, for anybody who has a child in that age group. For Anthony, you said you have a child, I think 8th grade, right? Or something like that. So yeah, for all of you, that will
So
make
just
sense. Yes.
uh, yeah, thank you for taking us through the learning and different aspects of that. So I would like to know that 1 week program, whether is it mandatory that parent also should be there, or we
Oh,
can leave
yes,
the
yes.
child there for a
No,
week.
no, 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 no. It is less for the child, more for you to understand first. Yeah.
Okay.
Finally, see the decision you will take, right? It's not the child who will take. Child will say, yes, I want to or I don't want. So please don't even think that it is for the child that you are coming. You're coming for yourself, for you to understand this. And in fact, when you come here, you don't come as a parent. Let's say you, your wife, and your child comes. Let's say three of you come, right? For us, it's not two parents and one child who is coming. For us, three learners are coming. You will come here as a learner and you will experience firsthand how this learning happens, how this education works. Yeah, which is why I was telling Rupa also to come and to Rashmi also to come. Please come and experience firsthand how does this education work.
So what about that? I read something of 3 months program, something for child. How does that work for a child?
No, there is no 3 months program. We don't
Okay,
have anything like that. It's only 1 year. Minimum is 1 year.
so we have to put child for 1 year to stay there.
Minimum. Yes.
Okay, I understand. So, for example, my son is studying seventh grade now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let I decide to put him there for a year, say next year. So he will be there for a year. Thereafter, okay, we decide. Okay, let him go back to the normal
Yeah, he
education.
can go back to school. Not a problem.
Then, but that gap of 1 year, I'm not sure whether the school will admit without that completing
No,
eighth
no,
grade.
no. Maybe that one particular school may not take, but in today's world, all school take. No issues with that. There is no problem with that.
So whether he has to
So
be
many.
again start, like he is in seventh, we'll give you. We put him here there for a year. So then we come back. Then can we go to ninth or depending
Yes,
on
yes,
age,
he
or
will
he
go
has
to
to be
ninth.
like.
Absolutely. He will go as per his age. He will go to ninth. And don't worry, he will catch up. There is no big deal. The
No, no,
school
that is not a
syllabus.
problem. If school insists for completing eight,
No,
then
no.
1 year again.
Yeah, yeah. As I said, some schools might create some questions, but 80 to 90% of school will take him. So many children. In fact, I can say without anything, not even one child has faced a problem when their parents decided that the child wants to go back to the schooling system. But be prepared. Most likely, the child will not be ready to come back after a year, because
So,
here the
sorry,
child
Ratnesh,
is
to
given that
interrupt.
space to do things that he likes doing. Why would he like to go back where people are telling him do this, do this, do this, and when he's not liking it?
That's true.
Uh, yeah, Ratnesh, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt.
Yeah,
As
please.
you said, they can go back. This was also one of my question. Now, suppose she's in fourth.
Absolutely.
But what if the schools don't agree? How will we know that whether school will take? They are going to lose 1 year if
No,
that
no,
is
no,
the
no, no.
case.
They don't lose any year. That is what I can tell you by experience. I cannot
So
tell you
has
in
it
any other
happened
way.
earlier?
Yes, yes, so many. And I can give you numbers. You can talk to parents also. In fact, one parent, her daughter said, "I want to go to school." So all my friends and cousins all are going to school. So they said they went to three different schools. All the three schools said yes, and she chose one of those schools. Went there for about 2 years, and then she said, "I don't want to go to school anymore," and she came back. Right?
Okay.
Okay, so absolutely, you can move in and out of the schooling or college level without any much problem. Yes, you will still have to do the effort of going to two, three different schools, talking to them. That's okay. But there's absolutely no issue with that. Schools also don't mind. They're getting another student, so they are very happy with that. At best,
But
they
the
may
thing is,
want to take a test or anything. Yeah, some schools may want it, some schools may not want it.
yeah,
That's
but the
what
thing is, they will
no,
lose the
no, 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 no,
concepts
no.
of that 1 year.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, you're talking about concepts of 1 year. We have had children who have never gone to school, and in 8 months they prepared for 10th and gave 10th. We are underestimating our children. The kind of syllabus that is taught, if I really want to catch up, it takes 1 or 2 months only. It does not take a year to learn all the concepts.
Okay.
That is the funny part. Right, so please don't think again that the school some schools may insist on a test if you want to go back. But also I'm more telling you, you should worry about if the child after 1 year says, "I don't ever want to go back to school." That will more worry you than the question of
So
going
what
back
will
to
happen
school.
if that is the case? So my daughter is suppose not willing to, she wants to continue. Then what
Yes,
is the scenario for Arohi?
nothing.
Like how will they
Continue.
take it?
I gave you so many examples. I gave you my children examples. You just continue. You live your life by doing things that you like doing, right?
But
Right.
don't they want to study like how we have? Don't they
If
want to
they
know
want
the
to,
concepts of
yeah.
maths?
If
Will
they
that be
want
taught
to,
to them?
if they want to, yes, they can. As I said, see, again, it is up to the child. There have been children. I'll give you another example. There's this child called Imad. At 17, he said, "I want to become a pilot." Okay. So he found out when he did research that to become a pilot in India, at least, you have to go through a certain training. And for that training, a 10th and a 12th is mandatory.
Right.
So at 17, he gave 10th, and 18, he gave 12th, preparing
That is
just for about
news
one year.
through open
Through
NIOS.
NIOS. Yes,
Yes.
through NIOS. Okay. And then he was eligible for the pilot training.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is how it works. That is what I'm saying. You can the children can do anything. They can go back, they can go whether it is medical, doctor, engineering, pilot, whatever they want to do. That is not the problem. If they want to, the difference is they should want it. In this case, Imad wanted to become a pilot. We weren't telling him to become a pilot, right? His parents were not telling him. He wanted to choose this. So he prepared, so he gave the exams.
Okay, now suppose let me take example of my daughter. Now she is completely into books. She loves reading books and somehow she wants to even write a book. Maybe she's
Sure,
saying
why
that she
not?
keeps writing short stories and all. So
Sure.
how will Arohi facilitate in this?
Okay. Um, so the question will not start with how will Arohi facilitate. The question will start with what does she want to do with it. If does she want to write? If she wants to write, she can write as much as she wants to write. Does she want to publish a book? She can publish a book. Age they can publish a book at 10 years also, 12 years also, 13 years also, at any age. I'll give you one example. Let me show you
Like in
one example.
books and all, how that happens in their schools also. Is that the
Sorry,
platform that will be provided, you mean?
which platform?
There's their platform,
What platform?
Bree Books
No, no, no,
platform,
no.
wherein
We,
the
we,
young
we,
authors
we
will
only
have.
provide one platform, and that
Okay.
platform is the child.
Yeah, but where would they publish?
You,
How would that come out?
that also the child will find out. How do I want to publish? Who should do all the research? Who should find out what skills I will develop if I am a 10-year-old and I want to publish a book? If you help me, will I develop any skills? Or if you tell me, okay, you find out what are the 10 now different options. Out of that, which options you want to choose? A 10-year-old is capable of researching how to publish a book, go and meet different publishers, find out what is the cost, how is the effort. And in that whole process of finding all of this out, what am I developing as a child? Think about it. The child is becoming, the child is learning so-called life skills. The child is learning how to meet publishers, how to talk to them, how to convince them, how to choose which one to go for, maybe an online option, maybe an offline option, all of this. That's why I'm
It's
saying
like
what is important is not what the child is interested in. We are not interested in what the child is interested in. Who should be interested in what the child is interested in? The child.
They have
Agreed?
themselves. Huh? Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
more like
What
what.
we are interested in is the abilities of the child. Which abilities the child showing? Which abilities the child uses? Child wants to do something, child will work on it without doubt. We are not concerned with that. We are there with the child's journey. We are there to support the child's abilities because that is what will really win the game. Right? So we don't need to really worry about the child's interest. We need to, the child needs to worry about the child's interest. We are worried, not worried, we are working with the child's abilities. What abilities is he growing so that he or she can grow in this field? Yeah, if I'm into photography, I need to have visual abilities. If I am into writing, I need to have writing abilities. How do I develop writing abilities? I want to give you an example. Just please bear with me for a moment. I want to show you the girl. Wait.
More
Mm,
like being
yeah,
independent, right? Like knowing yourself.
absolutely. Knowing yourself, knowing your strength. So I want you, if in this slideshow, wait, just one moment. Yeah, this girl, Mishti. Can you see this on the slide? You can see this girl, Mishti. Okay. Um, so Mishti is now 13, but when she was nine and a half, um, she said, I'm interested in writing. Okay. So we said, okay, what do you want to do? So she said, I want to write. I said, good. Okay, write every day. So we said, okay, you form a little group of other people. They could be children, they could be adults as part who are part of the community, and this whole group will write every day on one prompt. Simple, right? One prompt will be given, anything. One prompt will be given, and you write on it. So for the first year, she wrote one every day. So that is 365 writings. Second year, 365 writings. Third year, 365 writings. Fourth year, 365 writing. This is 2024. So the whole 2024, whatever she had written, into 2025 January, she published a book out of it. Because now she has been writing every single day for 5 years. Not 5 years, 4.5 years actually. Right? And now she's already taking that forward. Now she's published three more books. Not because somebody tutored her, not but it's because she practiced a particular skill by doing it. As simple as that. When you have to write every single day, you will automatically get better and better at that. You cannot become worse in that, right? It's like playing, it's like anything that you do on a daily basis, you will only get better. And obviously, when she's writing every day, she's also, when she's reading something, she's not just reading, she's also seeing how is this written, what are the styles, what are the way they are using it. Oh, this author is writing that way, that author is writing this way. So that machinery is automatically going on.
So
Now all the credit of doing this goes to the child, not to us. We only created the space where this can be done. But the engine behind the whole effort is she. Because she has to write every day. And she's writing because it's her interest. It's not my interest. It's
so
her
the books
interest.
that she need
So
will be
that is how
provided by
Arohi works.
Aarohi. The
Sorry?
books that she needs to read or the author she need to get the inspiration, that will be provided by Aarohi, you mean, right?
That is also not necessary that we provide. She can find books, authors, everything, so many different ways. I'll give you another example since you took up writing
Like
examples. There was another child who was interested in writing a novel. So she asked us, how do I write a novel? None of us knew how to write a novel because we have never written one. Have you written one? No. So I have also not written. So what we said, okay, so who can guide you to write a novel? She said, anybody who has written a novel. Okay, so we said, which author, so many authors you read, which author do you like? Okay, so she said one name. We said, okay, why don't you ask the author, will she mentor you to write a novel? So she said, but she doesn't know me. We said, okay, but still you ask. Okay, write a letter to her. So she found that author's email ID and she wrote an email to her that this is, I like writing. This is not the same girl. I'm talking about another girl who wrote to that author, will you mentor me? And she shared her work and all of that. And you know what? This is a national level author. The author said, yes, I will mentor you. You see, who found the mentor? We didn't find the mentor. She only found the mentor from the industry. And then the mentor mentored her to write a novel. So, see, the child is not alone. The whole world is there to help the child if the child is interested in it. The problem is, if the best part is when somebody is interested in something, the others, adults who are already in that field, are more than happy to support the child, whether it's with resources like books you're talking about, or in today's world though, with digital thing, you have books on everything on the internet only, you don't even need to go anywhere. But I'm saying not just about books and not just about writing, because today you're talking about writing, tomorrow she may change her interest, right? She may say, I want to do whatever, I want to do robotics. Right? So anything can come to the child. Let's not stay with one domain. Let's realize that the child is capable of finding mentors, finding resources, finding ideas, finding ways of doing it. All these abilities are there in the child. We don't have to spoon feed the child, we have to support the child. Yes, we are there, the whole just like you as a parent would be ready to support the child, isn't it? No matter which interest the child does. In the same way, the whole community, now the child does not have one parent. The child has a whole community, let's say 30, 40, 50 families. That's about 100 parents to support. Support not necessarily in terms of teaching. If the child needs teaching, the child can find a teacher also. There's nothing wrong in being on on wanting to be taught. But the child finds the mentor, the child finds the teacher. Obviously, we are there, all there to support. We give lot of support, but the initiation, the leadership of the child is in the child's hand. The child drives her own car. Right? We don't drive her car, but we are there as co-passengers with the child, just like you as a parent is co-passenger to the child, isn't it? So
So,
that is how
yeah.
you understand Arohi.
Uh,
Yes, yes, Kalimatu.
uh, yeah. See, I would like to know that you said that 1 week exposure program, 1 week or 10
Yes,
days. Something. So, how
yes,
does it work? Whether we have to register, or when do you
yes,
provide
yes. I
that,
will,
or
I
how
will, I will,
oftenly, and
I will just
yeah.
type the link in the. Yes, you have to register. Everything,
uh,
all the details are
website.
in the website. I'm just giving you the link. You can, yeah, that's the link. All the details are
Aarohi.
there. Yeah, you can copy this link and check it out later. All the details, including the registration form, is there in the link. Yeah. If you miss the link, if you're not able to find it, you can WhatsApp to me and um, I can also send you the link. See, when I'm again kind of summarizing, if there's been a lot of thoughts, the power is there in each child. Our whole approach is to get the child to discover the power that is inside the child. That is the power that the child will drive his whole life. Not just education. Education is not a 25-year thing. Education is lifelong. If you have given birth to a child, now it's your job to learn about the child, or parenting or child raising. See, that's education. Why isn't that considered education? In fact, we become parents without a degree. If we can become a parent without a degree, why can't we do anything else in this world without a degree? You see, it's so funny. Why do we need to write up for writing a poetry? Why do I need to have a degree? For making a painting, why do I have to write a degree? For making a software, why do I need a degree? I don't. If I can do parenting, I can do anything without a degree. And so many of us are not even doing the job of which the degree we took. So if we can shift to another field, I'm sure either you or people in your families, friends, relatives, siblings, could be doing something totally different from what you did your education in. So you don't, please don't think that we need to have a degree to be able to live our lives. Not at all. And the good part is the industry is very, very open in today's world. People are not worried about degrees. People are worried about work. You show me the work that you can do, and I will take you. And that is what these children do. They create their portfolios, they show their work, that this is the work we have done in this field, and automatically. So, when you are saying your child likes to write, if she likes to write, she will show her writing work to the world, and then the world will say, "Hey, I like your writing, I'll give you work." So, that is how it works. Yeah. More questions? Anybody has any more questions? Any thoughts? But for younger children, actually for all parents, I would recommend the Jagrati program. I'm also going to post the link of the Jagrati program. But especially uh, if you are looking at life skills, if you want to develop the child from inside out, if you want to understand the child so that you can support the child the best way, that's what Jagrati is all about. And as I said, one batch, we just started yesterday. You can still join that batch. That's the 66th batch. You can still join. You can still go ahead and register. I've just posted the link. If you want to do in future, the next batch will be in June and so on. Yeah, more questions or anybody else has a thought? Anthony, you were worried about money part. Let me reassure you that if you come here, if you like, if your daughter likes Aarohi, then money is not a constraint. Yeah, as much you are able to contribute, the rest we will arrange. So we are a charitable trust, so we work with sponsors, and we will take care of it. So let money not be an issue for any child. That is, we are very clear. Yeah, you contribute what you can, rest we contribute. So please don't, more important is what is it that the child is excited about, and if you are excited about the child based education. I hope I made that clear.
So this Monday you have this meetup, right? 10 to 4 you said.
Yes,
So anyone can come and okay.
absolutely. I'll give you the link for that also. You can register for that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the link for that.
Okay.
It will, this particular link will directly take you to a Google form. You can just, all the details are there about the meetup. You can come here, you can meet some of our children, some of the parents, and also other parents, and understand this more firsthand, see our campus. So yeah, that's one opportunity. But even if you miss this opportunity, if you want to just come for half a day, there is an option of a Thursday visit. Then you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
come
That
on a
you explained to
Thursday
me.
and visit for half. Yes.
Sure, sure. Yes, that
So
another
both
option.
these options are available. Yeah, we do
Definitely.
actually two meetups every year on 26th January and 15th August. These are the two meetups that we
Okay.
do.
Okay. Sure.
I know this is all very new for most of us, including me. We all went through the regular school and college. So this whole thing looks very, very new, very, very different. But actually, that's not true. As I was saying, 0 to 3, that's how we learn. And And actually, once we finish our college, the rest of our life also we learn the same way. So if you really see, this kind of an education is what is done for most of our life. Let's say if I live 70 years, then maybe for about, let us say from 3 to 23. So 20 years I do formal education or the curriculum based education. But the rest of the 50 years of my life, I do education which comes from me. If I want to learn something, if I want to do something, if I want to develop something, I work on that way. So actually, it is not something new. It is not something very different. It's just that there's a system and everybody thinks that everybody needs to go to that system. But that's not true. The child who is enjoying academic schooling, good. There's no problem with the schooling system. They can very well go to the school. But the child who is not enjoying schooling, why should they suffer? Why should they struggle? Should they be put down? I was one of them. I used to never score. I was always termed as an average child. When my parents will go to the teacher will say, okay, Ratnesh, yeah, he's an average child. What do you mean by me? I'm an average person. That's the funny part. So I had to struggle through this whole stigma of not being a brilliant child. But thankfully for me, my parents were always in support for me. They said, you don't worry what they say, you do what you like doing. But although I went to school and college, I never enjoyed it. Even my college, I didn't enjoy it. I finished my college, I did the job also for a year, and then I said, no, this is not what I want to do. I want to do something else. And which is why I now work with children for the last 26 years without having any qualification in education. So, what I'm trying to say is that no child should struggle with the education. Why? Because education is so natural in us. We are all designed to want to learn, to face challenges. Something new we want to cook, or something new place we want to do, or a new game we want to play, or a new embroidery we want to do. We are all wanting to do different things. So as a human being, we are designed to explore, to do adventure. Now, adventure doesn't always has to be like an outside adventure. Even learning how to do something new is adventure. I was trying to learn wakeboarding, and that was an adventure for me because I couldn't balance myself at this age. But the idea is that anything can be writing a poetry can be an adventure to somebody who has never written it before. Why not? Right? Coding can be an adventure. So anything can be an adventure. In fact, nowadays with AI, now AI is suddenly an adventure for all of us because all of us didn't know how to use AI, and suddenly this AI is there, and now we have to figure out how to use it. Yeah. Okay, it's 6:18. If you have any question, I can take one last question. Normally we do this 5 to 6, so we have already overshot the time a little. But in any case, if you have a question, I can take a last question and then we can wind up for today. Please remember, we meet every Saturday, so you can come here any Saturday. Also remember, you can always visit the campus for half a day if you want to do that, or directly come for a week stay Monday to Friday as a whole family, and then you will really understand what this place is all about. Then you won't have questions because you will experience it yourself.
Yeah, that's I think better.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. That's all from my end.
Most welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Ratnesh.
Thank you. So we'll close for the day. And Anthony, I know you're traveling, you said somewhere. So that's fine. Uh, if you want to talk to somebody one to one, that's also possible. No, Kushal said that he is traveling. Okay. But Anthony, if you're more comfortable, not comfortable in English, if you're more comfortable in any other language, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, please let me know if you want to speak to somebody, if you want to visit. Come on 26th if that is possible. Okay. And you can speak to people in your language, your mother tongue, so that you are more comfortable with that. That children don't need to learn multiple languages here. Children can speak their language whatever is their mother tongue, whatever is the language they are comfortable with. We don't have languages here, no barrier for languages. We embrace every language because every language is beautiful. Yeah. So that's the options available to all of you. Please feel free to connect with me, and if you need our support or anything, uh, yeah. And if you still want to join Jagrati program, go ahead, let me know, and you can register. Yeah. So thank you, and have a
Thank you.
nice weekend. And if you are coming on 26th, we look forward to meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.